Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Brother Squires. For those who are watching this video later, he has been working very hard to get on this video call for us, and we really, really appreciate it. And I believe that the information we're going to talk about now is going to inspire other people to take control of what they can take control of. We all know that there are things that happen in our bodies that we don't have control of, but the things we do, I believe we're responsible for them. And Brother Squires, I've known you for many, many years.
Not that many.
You've
Okay.
always been, not that many. You've always been this high energy person. And then I started hearing reports of you not feeling well and some difficulties you were having. And then suddenly I saw you again and I thought, boy, how's he going to be able to handle all these kids? And you just, it was like nothing had gone wrong with you. Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, first of all, what is your present state? Like, how old are you now? And what's your present state?
Let me just show you this. Can you see it? Tell me when you can see it.
Yeah, up a
Lift it up higher. More? There it is. Okay.
6 years ago.
Wow.
Well, 250 pounds. Like you said, I never stopped ministering. That was the bird call on me, but I was dying. They gave me a year to live about 7 years ago now. My heart is just, I've had trouble since I was a baby. I had rheumatoid fever, scarlet fever. And on a bayou in Louisiana in 1949, nobody lived, but I did. But I've had really severe health issues my whole life. I just ignored them. Don't do that. Do not ignore your body. Because I see you. Yeah. So when they tell you to put your life in order, it gets real. So I tell everybody this: when you get sick enough, call me and I can help. But if you don't want this, there's no way in the world. It's sort of like when I got saved. It's almost identical to salvation, isn't it, Danae?
Absolutely, it really is.
It's a whole new life, world, perspective, vision. A general conference 6 years ago. In a wheelchair.
Wow.
I had to preach and teach in a wheelchair. And that's when it got bad. And so Karen, my wife Karen, we watched this. Can you see it?
Forks Over Knives. Yes, I've seen the video and I can see the cover. Forks Over Knives. Yep.
And I was at a place in my life where I honestly could not fast because I was gone. And I will tell you a list of my ailments here in a second. So the Daniel fast seemed like the only thing that I could do. And I'm a self-made man. Everything I've ever done, I've taught myself, me and Jesus, right? And so I can do it. I knew I could do it. And then I watched that Forks Over Knives and it all made sense. It's actually sense. It's biblical. It's natural. It's true. It's all just truth, based on truth. And there's some cool things in there. Like I say, if anybody's really interested and you want to watch the Forks Over Knives, I'd like to talk to you after you watch it, because there's some points that hit Karen. There's points that hit me. There's some points that hit Danae. It's really cool like that. And it's not one of those touchy-feely, feminist, hippie, vegan, goo-goo gagas. It's real fact, real. And so atrial fibrillation, #1 killer of men in America. Rheumatoid arthritis, still got it, but it stopped. See it? Can you see it? It's in my
Lift
feet.
it up a little bit.
It's in my feet really bad. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Bumps and they don't work like they used to. But it stopped it. Okay. And some person that I want to talk about openly, but just a lot of personal things. So heart trouble, rheumatoid arthritis, 7 ulcers from the Relafin. I was taking what I call the industrial strength Relafins for 30 years. Only thing,
Wow.
only to keep the swelling down. They didn't know I had rheumatoid for 30 years. They misdiagnosed. Yeah, and just thought I was a whiny baby. And so, yeah, doctors put everybody in a, in a box. And
Yeah.
me and Danae are not in the box people. And so,
No.
not only are our struggles real, they are different for all of it. And so, but when God put us in the garden, he told us to eat the stuff in the garden, no meat. And he knew that. He knew what was going on. He said, the day you sin, you shall surely die. But they didn't. But the process of death started that day when they left the garden. You know how it started? He killed animals and they started eating meat. So the death process was started in them that day. So yeah, I've tried to remember vision. My vision's better. Hemorrhoids are gone. 7 ulcers have laid down. I'm not sure if they're gone, but they don't bother me. So I don't. One ulcer will kill you. I had at least 7. One guy said 11. 11.
Wow.
From all the NSAIDs, they call them. It's a medicine like ibuprofen and the other that I really like, but I can't take any of those anymore.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I still have heart trouble and I still have rheumatoid arthritis, but a lot of stuff is gone like forever. Like these medicines, I no longer take Relafin or any of the NSAIDs or Crestor or Covasa or prednisone. I hate prednisone. Or methotrexate, 1 year, 2 months of the chemo pill. And that was killing me. Propafenone, blah, blah. I don't even know what these are. Nucynta, Areva, and Enbrel shot once a week. All those are gone. All those are gone. And
Wow.
and I have
How
health.
old are you right now, Brother Squire?
I'm 68 years old.
Okay.
And I out dance and out jump everybody in the church. Can I get?
Yes, you do.
And so,
Yes, you do.
and now my grandkids want to come see me and stuff, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
my life isn't perfect. My health is not perfect, but it's just changed a whole bunch. I'll show you my Superman shirt. See, I used to be Wonder Woman. Now I'm Superman. Come on, Chad. Come on, Chad.
That's awesome.
So any other questions I can help? A lot of details.
Wow.
Squires can help you.
So you eat.
I'm sorry.
Chad, let me know, like, if I'm cutting in and out. I've been walking around because I've been chasing a power cord and Wi-Fi. So let me know if I need to move to a new location. So, all right. So here's one of the things that I'm interested in people knowing. You travel every week, correct?
Almost.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how do you eat when you're on the road? Because I know one of the reasons why people feel like they can't put guardrails on what they eat is because they're too busy. You're very busy. You're always on the road. You don't have control of a kitchen all the time. So
No.
how do you eat?
Okay, that's 2 questions, 2 answers really. A, if you live with somebody and they're not doing it, it's almost impossible to keep your relationship or your marriage and do this because, I don't know, it's like when you got the Holy Ghost. If your spouse didn't
Unequally yoked.
Yeah. If your spouse didn't get the Holy Ghost, you're probably not married anymore. So we don't want to go that way. And the other thing is travel. How do I do it at a restaurant? First, you got to see the books. Let me just read. Okay.
Say what the names of the books are, Brother Squires, and then Chad's going to write them down.
Okay, Dr. Neil Barnard's program for reversing. These are all, they call them vegan, no, they don't. They call them plant-based diets and lifestyles. Program for reversing diabetes. The scientifically proven system. This works too, Danae. We've actually done this with people. And they got off the insulin and didn't have to get their foot cut off. And in 3 weeks, y'all, with diabetes. You can see a
Wow.
difference. Can we
So
cure
you're
it?
actually vegan, not just vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm not only vegan, I'm gluten free, but that's because of my arthritis and the swelling it causes. A true story, when I went gluten free about 2 years ago, I wore a size 13 quad E shoe. Now I wear a size 11. I lost 2 shoe sizes from the swelling in my bones.
Wow. I lost a size and a half.
On gluten free.
Not on gluten free, just on the whole journey.
But if you have anybody out there who, even though you've done this and you still have swelling and pain and arthritis, go gluten free for 21 days. It won't hurt anything. It's not
Yeah.
hard. Google it. It's not hard unless you're just a big person who doesn't want to do stuff.
Yeah, I had a friend who was scheduled for carpal tunnel surgery, and going gluten free, utterly, she did not have to have the surgery.
It's amazing what God invented, created.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, did you get to Dr. Neil Barnard's, Brother Chad?
I did, thank you.
Okay, Karen read, and Danae, I recommend you read this, The China Study by T. Colin Campbell, T. Colin, C-O-L-I-N Campbell. And it is a true, real study that they did in China that will, beyond a shadow of a doubt, prove to you that the plant-based lifestyle makes a huge difference. Prevent and reverse heart disease. Prevent and reverse heart disease. This is our favorite guy, Caldwell Esselstyn.
Caldwell Esselstyn.
Yeah, just go to Google and speak it, and it'll spell it for you.
Okay. Self-made man loving Google.
Yeah, Karen calls him Dr. Google because as a nurse, he answers all her questions that the people ask.
Karen's a nurse?
Yeah, she's an RN, and she's also a plant-based nutritionist. We got, what do we call it, in that, yeah.
Certified?
So Karen's the one could really help y'all, but she will text you and call you if you respond to your calls if you wish.
Wow.
Her favorite is just the word whole, W-H-O-L-E. And it's again by T. Colin Campbell. And it's rethinking the science of nutrition. It's like leaders like you and me, Danae and Chad, that we want to help others. You really need this book whole.
Awesome. Yeah.
And our library has a lot of these. Like the Forks Over Knives, we checked it out at the library.
Yes. Oh, the public library. Absolutely.
They also have it at Netflix if you're interested.
That's where I saw it. Yep.
And then the Forks Over Knives, people came up with a meal plan and a whole book about it. The Forks Over Knives plan, a 4-week meal by meal makeover. This is 4 weeks, and this kicks you off. And then you say, oh, wow, look at the scale. Look at how I feel. Look at how I got off the CPAP in 3 days.
Wow.
That's you personally did?
I did personally.
No way. Just switching to Forks Over Knives?
Yes.
Wow.
You can believe it or not, but I couldn't sleep. And I'm like, oh, I don't need this CPAP anymore. Let's say 5 days. Let's just be honest and say 5 days because
honestly, I don't even care if you say a month. That you were off of that machine is amazing.
Carried it everywhere, carried to every airport, carried
it I know, it's amazing.
So that whatever that was, sleep apnea, I had that disease too. And it was totally cured in a week.
Okay, let me just recap in case people are get on this midstream. So in a wheelchair 6 years ago, told to get your life in order because you were dying.
Yeah.
On a CPAP machine, couldn't walk.
Having heart attacks all the time.
7 ulcers.
Yeah.
And it's all you're just
or gone. The heart still every once in a while flutters.
Sure.
But
and you still have some rheumatoid problems, but it's not progressing. It has stayed.
It stopped it.
Wow.
I didn't have diabetes, but I have personally, Karen and I have personally seen people be diabetes stop.
Wow. So God isn't that amazing? God
But
is so amazing.
you have to know this. You're the only one who can save your body. You're the only one who can
Yeah.
save. And the Lord wants you to take care of your temple. Karen's pretty big on that. But here's the deal. That one of the ladies going to get her toe or foot cut off. She reversed it, got off the insulin and the other pill that they take. And then
Wow.
she decided she couldn't live without meat. And now her whole leg's gone. I can't say enough about how important your diet is. Then Forks Over Knives has a cookbook. Forks Over Knives cookbook. But our favorite recipes come from the Happy Herbivore. You know her, Danae?
Nope.
Lindsay, not Lohan.
Poor
Lindsay
baby. She
S.
needs it.
If you're writing this down, Lindsay S. Nixon, the Happy Herbivore. And when she went gluten-free, she lost about 40 more pounds, and she was pleasant. She wasn't skinny.
Right, right.
Not what either one of us want to be. We don't want to be so skinny. We just, blow away.
Exactly.
I just
Yeah.
want to be. So,
Wow.
so back to your question. I kind of went around it because I wanted to go in order. So back to going out to eat.
Yes.
You're going to have to carry food with you. 6 years of experience. The only way to make this work, and if you're traveling a lot, is to carry food with you. Places I go to eat: Olive Garden, they have a gluten-free rotini marinara, which is okay. Salads, of course. Just don't put dairy and bacon on your salad. You killed the whole thing. So every once in a while, I'll just eat a salad. Hello. So I go to Wendy's and get the baked potato. I'm a cheap date. All the pastors say I'm a cheap date. Give me a potato and some veggies, some grilled veggies. Oh man, off the chisel. But I do take in the cookbooks, or you can simply Google. And the word vegan here is probably the best thing to Google, or plant-based or vegan brownies, or Lara bars, replacement Lara bars. And Karen will make me those, and that will carry me through when I'm on the plane and they're eating all this stuff and I don't want to eat it. I'll eat one of my homemade Lara bars or a Lara bar. I eat Lara bars. Sorry, not many. And so you got to put an apple in your pocket. You have to have food in your car all the time. Get some of the little 100-calorie things, nuts, stuff like that. Keep them in your glove box, and keep a bottle of water with you all the time. Water is the big key here. And nothing else really works like water, unfortunately.
Wow.
And juice is probably the worst thing you could drink on a diet because it's concentrated and very heavy.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I also go to Taco Bell, that cantina bowl, the veggie cantina bowl. I just don't get the sauces or the cheeses or anything. Just order everything without cheese because they don't know what dairy is. Tell somebody, make it dairy free. Oh, you want cheese with that though, right? You want eggs on that, right? So you do have to be very specific. You don't have to be, a Google guy while you're ordering. Oh, yeah, I'm a vegan. You have to, just tell them what you want. And that's all you want. And we make our own dressings, Happy Herbivore, or Google it. I just use balsamic vinegar. And I'm a vinegar lover. I do the apple cider vinegar every day. I started that though on a fast we're doing.
That's amazing.
Dad, you had a thing that apple cider vinegar totally fixed.
I had really bad acid reflux and was on very strong, like Nexium type pills. And I started doing apple cider vinegar twice a day, and I completely got off all of those pills. I don't have any issues with acid reflux anymore.
That's
Chad,
awesome.
Chad, what's your recipe that you take daily?
I put 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and a little bit of water and chug it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't recommend that for most people. And the doctors will tell you that can really eat up your How much water? You 16 ounces of water?
Yeah, it's like a glass of water, and then I drink it through a straw so you don't harm your teeth.
Oh, I see. Drink it through a straw. That's okay. That's
You're
it.
brave, Chad.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
people
gotta,
put honey or sweetener in it, but I actually don't mind the taste.
oh my goodness. Woo! I chug the apple cider vinegar and I do it straight.
Yeah.
My wife,
And you know what? When I'm having voice trouble, it clears me up.
yeah, my
Okay.
wife makes a drink that she
I
likes.
believe.
Apple cider vinegar, and then she puts some ginger in it, and then fills up a 32-ounce mug full of water and ice, and she drinks it.
Wow. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to, but it's just so bad. I got to get it down quickly. I'm not like Chad. I don't like the taste at all. Ooh.
It's just a tablespoon. I mean, for crying out loud.
And then but then you add water to it, and it lengthens it. So okay, I'm sorry. My bad. I'll stop complaining.
No.
What's your recipe? How do you do it, brother Lloyd?
I do a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. My wife puts lemon juice in it if she's around, and I just do like you, Chad. I just do the water. If my throat hurts or I feel like I'm going to get sick, I do a little bit of, and my sweetener of choice is maple syrup. Comes out of a tree, and I get the purest I can find, and a bottle will last me. One of those bottles will last me 2 months, so I don't use it a lot.
What's your does Karen use stevia? Do you guys use stevia?
No, she's death on all that stuff.
Stevia?
Even stevia? Really?
Okay.
And I think it's just easier for us to just not do any of it.
Yeah.
I'm a man, and I can't remember all these little details.
Yes, like the difference in Splenda or stevia, or yes, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, that's very smart.
I was drinking a stevia drink, and she just didn't like it. So,
okay, yeah.
Remember, y'all, if you're doing this, you got to work with your partner on this.
Yes.
Because they'll get jealous because, oh no, he had some sweetener and I didn't have any, and blah blah blah.
Yep.
And because the thing is, it's a daily grind. Everything is a daily grind.
Yep.
And worship, praise, everything. It's a daily
grind. Absolutely.
And so more things on the road. I don't know if I have one. Hey, Chad, dance a minute. I'm gonna go get something.
Damn. There's not a lens big enough for me to dance on this thing.
You're a mess. Welcome back, and now we have Lloyd Squires, the King's Clown.
Hey, so this is a mesh bag, 3 for $1 at the $1 store, and this is one of my going on the road kits. Okay, and I'll show you what's in it. First, I can't drink tap water anywhere but at my house, so I bought, and I really recommend, a Life Straw bottle.
So it filters the water for you?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. So I carry that empty on the airplane, and then immediately go and fill this up with water, and I have perfectly clean water. Mm-hmm. We eat oatmeal every morning, so I have Bob's Red Mill. Can you see it okay?
Yep. Yeah.
And then I have my purified water. And
does that oatmeal go in the microwave? You just put water in it and then eat it? How do you eat that?
If you have a microwave, to be real honest, if I don't have a microwave, I just eat it. You have to get it. This has fortifications and stuff like that. I do supplement with a B12 and a B vitamin and a D. Mm-hmm. The B12 especially, y'all, you're not going to get it in a plant-based diet at all.
Yeah.
And then I carry a container of balsamic vinegar. And I put it in my pocket if we're going out to eat. So just get me a salad, put my own dressing on it.
Wow, you rock.
Yeah, and this is, especially if you're a lady, that just goes in your purse.
Yeah, it looks like a little 5-hour energy bottle.
Oh, nailed me. You caught me. And that's my other secret, and I don't know how good it is, but before I go on stage, so to speak, or minister, drink a 5-hour energy.
Yeah, which is, by the way, it's mostly B vitamins.
It's B12, yeah. It's 800 times normal, and I am 68. Give me a break. Mm-hmm. But this is going to make the whole video worthwhile. Tell me when you can See
The
it.
Little Potato Company.
Yep.
Put that in the microwave for 5 minutes. Again, if push comes to shove, I will eat these raw. They're just potatoes. They're little bitty potatoes. And it has, I like the savory herb packet that comes with it. And you put it in there 5 minutes. And you want to be sure and get the plastic. They have some that have metal that you, I guess, would put in the oven. So for at home, you can get those. They're all delicious. They're all very healthy. I strongly recommend. I won't leave the house without taking some of these.
Wow. That's
And
awesome.
I'll try to put together some more ideas. I didn't know that question was coming. I should have. And I don't know what y'all like. Okay. So if and I don't have any right now, but in that package, I'm gonna go to the $1 store and I'm gonna get 4 of those peanut butter cups. Not chocolate or not, just peanut butter cups, and they're little bitty cups. I don't know what the calories is on that. I think it's 100. And so if I have a decent meal and if I need something to fill me up, I'll eat one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And peanut butter, yeah, if it's processed, it's a plant-based, no processed food kind of a lifestyle. So the less processed, the more you want it. And then we make a salad in a big container and eat salad at least once a day. And we're on twice a day now because we're trying to do a cleanse. So I weighed 250 pounds in a wheelchair, walking with a cane always. Couldn't go to Sam's Club. I was too humiliated to drive the wheelchairs in public and all that. Yeah. Couldn't go all that stuff. 6 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So is there anything else you want to add? Because I have one more question that's come to me just in the last 5 minutes that I want to ask you about, but it's a little bit of a sidetrack.
Okay, that's it for now.
Okay. So I don't know all of the medicines that you were taking and what they were for, but as an artist, I know that people who deal in creative arts have a lot of emotional ups and downs. Mm-hmm. And so the highs are really high for me and my lows are really low. And I have done some testing and I am borderline bipolar. And so that makes, especially when you're in ministry like we are, for me, I have to work really hard to keep myself in check because other humans aren't like me. They're not as high as I am or as low as I get, So were any of those medicines to help your emotions?
30 years. I took antidepressants and now I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I love the sweet hour of prayer. There are many ways to pray, but I love going to the garden, in my mind if I have to, and just a sweet time of prayer every day. Yes, speaking tongues too. Every day. Well, I don't even know what you're thinking about. And so, yeah, prayer. The diet's helped so much though. I wish I was prepared because I know I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff.
Well, we'll have to do this again, and you can make notes of things you're not remembering as you remember them, and we'll do it again.
I had to do the breathing treatments too. I had to. I was just so big, so I had the inhalers and all that. Gone. That was gone almost immediately, like the sleep apnea.
So even that 30-year medication that you were taking is gone.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Almost all of them. Yeah.
That's awesome, and that's almost impossible to get off once you start.
They say, yes, sir.
That is awesome.
A lot of it's faith that I believe that it's built in the Word of God, and I'm believing all that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow. Well, I will let you go. I am so appreciative not only for your time, but I'm appreciative for all the work you did to make the lifestyle change. I'm really appreciative to your wife, Karen, for doing the changes to keep you in ministry. Yes, what?
I converted my doctor.
Whoa.
He keeps watching me. The pounds fall off. We just had our fasting labs Saturday, and Karen got them today. 20-year-old. I got
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. And the doctor's been watching this, and he first couple of times he just cried, and all that. So and even my rheumatologist is thinking real hard about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness. So
Right.
it really is, our body is the temple of the Holy Ghost.
mhm.
And that our body is a light and a witness in so many ways is so important. I said, I think on our first video call a couple weeks ago that, okay, so the New Testament doesn't lay out dietary laws like Moses' law did, but somehow it's important enough to God that he put a lot of dietary laws in there.
Yeah.
And I know that it's not a part of our salvation, but it is certainly a part of us feeling good and us being able to fulfill the burdens and the passions that he's put in our hearts. Our body's ability to fulfill what's in our hearts is very important.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he made us, and he knows what's best for us. Some of the best athletes in the world are vegans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
No doubt about it.
And artists. Tina Turner, it was in her 70s, and going, full-blown tours and dancing the way she dances, and which is not at all what pleasing, but nevertheless she's doing what she does for her personal ambition, and she needs her body well enough to do it. And she's vegan. She eats a very strict vegan lifestyle so that she can do what she does. I'm like, if they can do that for their cause, my cause is bigger than that.
Yeah.
My
Love
cause
you.
is bigger than
Love
that.
you.
I love you. Tell your sweet wife thank you for all her help, and we will. I hope we can get her on this call at some point.
I hope so. Good luck.
Yeah.
But
I love you. Thank you so much.
I'm going to get you her phone number, and she will be available. She loves
Please.
it.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Family that want personal help.
I'm going to send you the link so you can see this video recording, and you'll be having a lot of aha moments. Oh, I wish I'd have said that. I wish I'd said. Write it down. Write it down. Let's say it.
Okay.
All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you, Chad.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Chad. You're bad.
Bye.